Déjame pendejo, papi, ya no más.
What is up, everybody? It is your boy Lou Martinez, aka Big Chief Burrito, live with you on where was that?
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday
In October.
In October.
Back from hiatus, baby.
Where's that noise coming from?
Is it me? Am I the problem?
Is it me? Oh, sorry.
It was you.
I'm sorry. I think it was my story I was playing. What's up, Karina?
Karina.
What's up, everybody? Live and keyword here, alive.
Yeah, you are.
On a Wednesday, first stream in almost a month for us.
Yeah, dude, that was a long hiatus. Unexpected, yeah.
Unexpected hiatus. What's up? We are Kata Nation.
Kata Nation.
In over on the Instagram. How you doing, buddy? Make sure you guys are following his podcast as well. Yeah, live and alive on a Wednesday. What's up, Alejandro? Thanks for coming by. Mr. Catano. Fuck. So yeah, we've been gone for a while. It's Mi Gente show by Latinos for everyone. October spooky time as always, and even more so for me recently. This is a part of the show where we do personal news. So Sophia, why don't you start?
I got nothing. Listen, this is all you, man. You have a lot to tell us.
Yeah, no, so I made a couple of I wasn't necessarily vague booking, but I basically let people know, hey, this is what happened. But I did send the video, so I figured I would kind of do a play-by-play today at some point of what happened, so I can kind of go over it with everybody. Yeah. But essentially, a couple of 2-3 weeks ago, exactly, you guys know my dog Oso, who's back here somewhere, got an infection after he got neutered, which would have been personal news enough. The fact that I had 2 dogs that got neutered, one of them got sick afterwards.
Yeah,
he got basically elephantitis, so basically he got neutered. They took his balls out, and then a couple of days later, it still looked like he had his balls because his scrotum was swollen. So I was like, did they really take his balls out? Because it looked like he still had balls.
Yeah.
And it was an infection inside of his scrotum that made his balls like literally like this big. So we try to get rid of it with antibiotics and to try to kill the infection so it would go down. And from one moment to the next. So that was happening on that 3 weeks ago. That was happening, right? Mm-hmm. He's good now, thankfully.
Did he end up needing surgery? Yeah.
So basically, I took him to the vet. They tried to do the thing. I got some medicine for it. And then it was like that for a couple of days where I was just he was very uncomfortable. There was a lot of swelling, stuff like that. So I had him with me at the tattoo shop a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And just to keep an eye out on him. and he was crying. So I said, "Oh, he needs to go out for a walk." So it was just me and one of the artists, Manuel, there that night, and because it was a Wednesday and it was slow. So I walk outside and I make a left at my tattoo shop on Main Street,
Mm-hmm.
and I get about 20. I get to the next apartments next to us, and I'm just walking down, just walking, just
Just
walking.
walking. Taking a walk.
And I take a step and I fall halfway through a manhole.
Fuck.
Not the good kind.
No, but
Ew. So
how does that happen? Was it open? Was it?
it wasn't all the way open. It was just improperly closed. Because I honestly, I everything went dark for me for a minute.
Yeah.
And it was very scary.
Yeah.
But basically, I was walking, and then all of a sudden, I just felt the earth fall from underneath me. But it wasn't like it wasn't like I was walking and I was like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like I stepped into an empty hole. I stepped on something that gave way. So I stepped, and then I just smashed everything on the way down.
Whoa.
And the same way being fat keeps me from getting kidnapped, it kept me from dying because my belly fell on top of the manhole cover is like this. I step on it, it goes like this. I slide this way, and when I get to like right here, my belly
stopped it,
and I got wedged.
Okay.
At my under a little bit above my waist.
Yeah.
Up to my elbows, I'm in the hole.
Damn.
So I'm like this, still holding on to my dog.
What the fuck? What was Oso's reaction?
He was just like looking at me like, what the fuck?
He's like, you got shorter. That's weird.
So yeah, so after that, I fall. After the fall, I held on to the leash.
Mm-hmm.
And I started crying for help, obviously, because there's a dark street. My shop in the area where it's at, there's not a lot of people.
It's desolate.
It's desolate area. It's kind of, especially at night. Yeah. There's not a lot of street lamps. So somehow I'm holding on to my dog. And my phone falls, but it's close enough to where I can reach it. So I'm sort of like, after I realized that I didn't fall through the hole, my feet are dangling.
Fuck, that's scary.
But I'm wedged. I'm pretty much wedged because this giant, heavy ass manhole cover is right in front of me. It's right there, and it's heavy enough that it's pushing towards me, and I'm stuck.
That sounds painful, first of all.
Yeah. So I sort of hold myself onto the manhole cover because I realize it's what's holding me up. And then with my other hand and holding my dog, I reach for my phone. And I'm like, well, if I call 911, like the dog's going to freak out, or you know what I mean? Like, I was like, so my first instinct was, let me call the tattoo shop. Mm-hmm. But the calls from the tattoo shop go to my cell phone, right? So I call my artist that's tattooing at the time, Manuel, and I call his cell phone. But then I realize he doesn't pick up his phone when he's tattooing. So while I'm in this position, quick Lou thinking, I open up the camera system, the security system where I can see the cameras, and there's a thing where you can talk to people through the cameras, right? So I turn on my cameras and I start screaming, Manuel, ayúdame.
Which, question. Was the guy's tattoo okay?
It was a chick, and her tattoo was fine.
Okay. He didn't go like...
Well, I mean, who gives a fuck, really? I mean, shit. Come on.
I'm sorry. I worry about these things, okay?
You shouldn't.
Was her tattoo You gotta ask the hard-hitting questions here. But yes, losing a manhole. Continue.
All right. Thank you. So... so I call for help. He's like, what the fuck's going on? He doesn't know what's going on, really. So finally, he comes outside, and he comes over to where I'm at. He immediately almost kills me because he tries to get rid of the manhole cover. He tries to get rid of the. Hey, you're just in time for the tea, Syra.
Yes. Join us.
He thinks he needs to get rid of the manhole cover, so he immediately tries to pull the manhole cover away. I'm like, no, that's the only thing that's keeping me afloat. I'm literally dangling in the hole with the manhole cover. So I tell him, grab my dog. Greg grabs also. I tell him, tie him up over there on the fence, and then I sort of like I don't know if it was the adrenaline or what, but I forced myself a little bit out of the hole to where I was able to get like, so the inside of the manhole is like wide. Ew. It's just got thick, sturdy walls inside the manhole. So it's not like the street, the pavement level is not like this thick. The pavement level is wide, is deep, right? So the manhole, that means the shaft is big, right? So I'm trying not to make this section, but,
I'm sorry.
but we're talking about manholes here. So I fall down the hole. I'm in there. I get help. I'm pushing myself up. So I'm able to get like one butt cheek up, like on the wall, like on the here's the hole, and it goes down a little while, right? So the inside of that is all concrete, and I'm able to like push myself up and like try to wedge myself further into like inching my way up the hole, right?
Yeah.
And then after he ties up my dog, I tell him get behind me, and he puts his arms underneath my arms, and I'm like just pull like you've never pulled before. I'm like, just get me the fuck out of this hole. So I'm sort of trying to. I have to put my hands up so he can come get me, and I have to sort of release the manhole cover so he can get at me. But that's sort of what's keeping me afloat,
Dude, that's so scary. Because what if he like were to have like not been able to like pull
like
you
he could have
up?
let me.
It would have been
let me go.
Yeah. Dude, that's a lot of pressure and scary as fuck.
He was a skinny, and he's a skinny guy, but he's a big guy, but he's a skinny guy. So at first he couldn't get me up, and I was like, "Come on, motherfucker, con ganas." And he was finally sort of able to get me up to where I was able to get my butt on the ledge. Then I held myself up, and then I was able to sort of like get myself out of the hole.
Yeah.
So essentially, I had a shitload of adrenaline running at that time. Then is when I sort of got the most scared, is because I looked down the hole.
Yeah.
And then I realized that underneath was this rusty old metal ladder that was sort of just out of reach of my feet. Like my feet couldn't reach it because it was on the hole's here, the ladder's here, I'm on this side. But I saw that the ladder was there, and it sort of curved towards me. And then underneath there was a river of shit. Like Shawshank Redemption style, like a literal river of shit.
Yeah.
So right away my mind is, well, if I fall, I break my legs and I fall into the river of shit.
Yeah.
And I had gotten tattooed the day before. So I would have caught an infection that might have killed me. I could have broken my neck and my legs that could have killed me.
There's so many ways where you could have died.
Yeah. I would have let go of the leash, which even if I survived, also could have run away, or he could have gotten hit by a car, or he could have, I don't think he would have fallen in with me. I think I would have let go of the leash. But either way, it could have, and he's already sick, so it could have been bad for him. He was my artist was tattooing, so there's no fucking, unless also would have like run into the tattoo shop like Rin Tin Tin, like barking.
I doubt it.
Louis fell down the well. Take us to him, boy. Like
I would love to think also has the capability, but
he would have just wandered around.
Could have been like la la la.
But he was also sick, so I don't know. So yeah, so then that's when I started sort of feeling more panicky, like fuck. So called the cops. They recommended that I get an ambulance because I was complaining about a lot of pain,
Mm-hmm.
but I still have Oso with me. And at that point, I had a lot of adrenaline running through my body, so I wasn't really feeling. I was feeling like I knew my legs hurt, and when I took my socks off, I was like all scratched up. When I got to the hospital, finally, I was super scratched up everywhere. But
Mm-hmm.
in that moment, I had like a lot of adrenaline, and I was like, and I had also, so I was like, I can't go to the hospital because I can't leave him here. I'm not gonna leave him in my car. I'm not gonna leave him in a tattoo shop. Nobody's really available to come pick him up and take him home. So I said, no, I'm gonna drive myself to the hospital after I
You
drop
dropped
him
them off.
off.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, all right. And that's what I did. I dropped them off. I drove myself to the hospital. I was there till like 2 a.m. Really fucked off.
Yeah.
And they x-rayed, MRIs, the whole thing. Nothing was broken, but then a couple of days afterwards is when the pain really started to set in, and I started to have just terrible pain all over my body, my neck, my back, pussy, crack, the whole thing. Pussy, crack,
Yeah.
the whole thing. So yeah, that was the basics of it. And then just the
Jesus.
compound matters, that was on a Wednesday. On a Friday, after I'm home and in pain, my also swollen scrotum exploded.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was like this, and then in the afternoon I looked at it, I saw him walking around, and it was like this, and I was like, oh, maybe the medicine is working. And then I realized that where he had laid down, it was all wet, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And he had like a fucking an opening, like a giant ass gash where his scrotum had just exploded.
Yeah. Oh no.
So yeah, we got manholes and exploding scrotums tonight, guys. For you guys that are tuning in.
It's a good one.
Title of your sex
tape. Manholes and exploding scrotums. That's your autobiography.
Yeah. So he had emergency surgery on Friday because it was just a big open wound. Thankfully, they just removed this whole scrotum, and he's been sort of on the mend for 2 weeks at the same time I was, but he's good now, or he's almost back to normal now. And honestly, for the last 2 weeks, I've sort of had to take copious amounts of pain medicine to be able to get through my days. A couple of days ago, they gave me a Toradol shot, I think is what they give NFL players when they like get ankles and shit. Like they give those shits on game days to players. Coincidentally, they banned that in college. But I felt good for a day, and then the next day it sort of went, all right, heading out. Pain management is over. And since then, I've been to pain management. Today, they gave me some trigger area shots to help with some of the pain. It's a little bit, working a little bit. Good. So last couple of weeks, my dog, and so the issue is that I'm not a spring chicken. So the impact of the fall was one thing, but also since I have also other shit that's aches and pains from life. Just that sort of accident can aggravate a lot of shit, Yeah. So, for example, I had a car accident like 25 years ago, so my neck's a little fucked up from that, and it kind of activated that, or they just made it worse, Yeah. So, but the next day, a friend of mine was like, "Oh yeah, when you said that, I thought of the movie Soul."
Soul, yeah, dude, that's fucking scary. That just
where the guy dies by falling down a manhole.
Yeah. Did your life flash before your eyes when she said that?
Well, fucking Lou gets deep, right? So in my mind,
deep in that manhole. Sorry.
Hey, deeper than that manhole.
Sorry. It's been 3 weeks, so we could joke now, right?
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, man. If it wasn't so funny, Listen, the worst part There wasn't even pizza down there.
Oh my God!
There was no cool turtles, no kung fu rats.
No kung fu rats. That's
Nothing.
what I was thinking. What the fuck?
Listen, so if you believe that we are, one version of ourselves, right, and that there's dimensions or realities where every infinite dimensions and realities where every single version or occurrence of events can happen, then that means there's versions of me out there that didn't make it.
Yeah.
That means I'm on the timeline where I did survive, or I didn't lose all the weight, which allowed me to be wedged.
I was gonna say, because weren't you on like some sort of Ozempic or so?
I am, and I've lost like 15 pounds so far.
That was my first thought, though, is like, I'm glad it didn't happen later in that journey.
Yeah. I have lost like 15 pounds so far, which is good. But yeah, so that's the other part where I'm thinking there's a timeline where I wasn't so lucky where I'm not alive, or when I fell into a river, ship broke my legs, and got a serious infection. Sepsis from fucking falling into a river ship. Plus, I wouldn't have gotten laid for like 2 years. You can't tell somebody you can't be a guy that fell into a river to shit and get laid. That's not happening. No, that's that stink stays on you, I believe. Yeah.
I don't know. It worked out for Slumdog Millionaire.
I would have been Hong Kong Louie at that point.
Man.
The drop was, you know what? Why don't I just show you guys?
Yes. Okay. You guys, Clout, I'm so happy you're still here. The video is insane. Right, when you showed me that, oh my God. I feel like the fact that there's video means that you should get a little bit of money. It means that you should maybe sue a little bit.
I have retained the services of an attorney.
All righty.
I will say that much.
Good to know.
And I am going, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is I'm going to the doctor. They're managing my meds, all that good stuff, and I'm trying to take better care of myself right now.
I'm glad. And all jokes aside, I'm happy you're okay.
Thank you. And I think a lot of people were, and my friend that told me that about Soul, she's like, I'm glad you're in the universe where you survived and the universe didn't take you.
We're in the correct timeline.
I am, like I said, there's another timeline where there's a whole different story happening here with Lou,
Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. Where's my StreamYard? Let me share this. Share system audio.
Bonzo.
What's up? Yeah, you can't keep a good man down. Or in this case, me.
Fair.
All right. Accident photos and videos. There we go.
Oh my God. Dude.
All right. Let me pull up my media player.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go from there.
Are you guys ready to see Luis just going from walking a dog to not doing that?
To not walking the dog.
To not walking.
There's me walking the dog. There's me not
walking the dog. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so let me go here. So we'll start here. All right, so that's me. That's the manhole. All right.
Dude, that cover is so crazy because like it is the reason you fell, but it's also what saved you.
Yeah, and that's just after, after it had, and there you can see sort of the, you can see the ladder.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's what that is.
And then that's a big ass stick right there, and that reflection there is a river of shit. So my feet were right here at the top of this, right? So I would have fallen, and probably my legs would have hit that ladder somehow.
Okay.
If I would have fallen through, because that ladder is right beneath, so I would have hit that ladder.
Okay.
So that would have probably meant my legs would have broken. etc., etc.
Yeah, especially with the force that you would have fallen through.
Yeah.
Like,
so
the impact would have been insane.
this is a picture that Manuel took right afterwards, which was where is it? Oh, it came out over here. Oh, that's me.
Oh my god.
That's me after he pulled me out, right?
A defeated man.
You can see where my phone is over here, where I was
Dude,
basically.
what the fuck? That's so crazy.
All right. This is my ankle.
Whoa, dude.
It's my other leg.
Oh man.
This was, I think, right after.
Oh, that's swole up. Holy shit, man.
So this is where like the initial impact. This is like where this is after it's scarred after a while. So
wow.
This is basically.
Oh, but that cut deep though.
Yeah. So
damn.
This is kind of like the aftermath of everything that was happening on my leg.
That looks insane.
All right. Let's see what this is. This is. Hold on a second. I'll show you. I'll show them to you in order.
Okay.
I believe
Dude,
this
that looks
is
gnarly.
Manuel. That's me calling for help.
Damn. You can't even. Oh my god.
Ayúdame. Estoy afuera, ayúdame.
That's me calling him through the cameras.
Afuera, estoy afuera, ayúdame.
And that's him running out and finally like going to where I'm at.
Whoa! Oh my god, I feel like I'm watching a movie. Holy fuck. Dude, this is crazy.
But there's also, hold on a second, let's see what else I have here. I think this is that's the same.
Yeah, I want to see that angle because I want to see the girl's reaction. She said, "Where the fuck? What the fuck are you doing?" But she said, "Okay, I guess."
Yeah, she's just like, all right, what's happening? I think this.
I hope you guys explained it to her afterwards, right?
This is this is before. This is me.
La la la, gonna go walk you, boy. Let's go.
This is me going to walk.
Dude, you can't even like pick your nose or anything in this place. There's so many cameras.
Oh yeah, we got it covered. I mean, I'm not, a fried chicken, but I'm moving like a normal person,
Yeah.
So that's me taking also for a walk. This is that's one of the girls. That's one of our clientele.
Yeah.
That's one of the ladies of the night.
Ladies of the night.
We buy the stroll and whatnot. I think this is when I walk out. Yeah, this is me leaving the shop and heading for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
So not a care in the world.
No, not at all. He has no idea what's about to happen.
No idea. No, he has zero clue what's about to happen to him.
Sweet summer child.
Sweet summer child. Yes, exactly. This is after the.
Well, that's after. Oh wait, no. You skipped. Hold on.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me see if I have the little beat.
Oh my god. We need suspenseful music right now.
So that's me walking. So that's just me. That's my car. So that's just me taking him for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
And now you see me. And
whoa! That's crazy.
All right, and there's a close-up angle here. So this is them. This is after they. I asked the neighbor if he saw the camera, and he found it. So walking down the street, smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice. That whole thing. Now you see me, and now you don't.
You did the whole disappearing act.
It
Dude,
was.
that's wild. You just straight down.
It was in fact a magic trick.
You're good at good at it. Okay, David Copperfield.
Yeah. So that was that was the long and short of me almost dying 3 weeks ago.
Wait, what was that video of the after it happened?
Oh, that's just after he got me out of the hole, me walking back towards the shop, I guess.
Yeah.
But the main event was and continues to be the little interesting question. So somebody told me I should get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle tattoo.
You should,
so
yeah.
I'm definitely adding. I'm getting all tattoo. I'm getting all cartoon characters on my back. So definitely from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle universe, I'm gonna have. I think next week Paola is gonna do Michelangelo.
Nice.
So glad you have this video. Definitely uploads after that. Your lawyer will do the best for you. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. I mean, honestly, my initial thought was like, I'm just happy to be alive. But after talking to people and people making recommendations, I did sit down with a few different lawyers. A few of the bigger law firms were like, yeah, it's a good case, but it would have been better if you were dead, or basically they were like, it would have been better if you had a worse injury. And I was like, well, maybe for you, but not for me.
Yeah, what the hell?
And so actually, like, after it happened, I was like, whatever. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's a lot more of the mental stuff. Because the doctors say probably 6 weeks or so until I start feeling better physically, because honestly, like, I have to take a shitload of stuff to be able to function, but I have to kind of keep going. I don't have a job, or like I don't have like PTO or sick days,
Yeah, I was gonna say, in this economy, who can afford having
Right.
any sort of physical or mental health issue, and it wasn't your fault.
So, and then anything that comes of it would take a while, like years, because the city, I guess, moves at a really slow pace, or they just sort of try to wait everything out, which makes sense from their perspective. But yeah, honestly, I had headaches, nightmares, low-key panic attacks, just like stress, being on edge. Yeah. Yeah, basically, all that, and it's just, and I had to, I really had to take time off from the show, because I just couldn't be up. I had to take time off from karaoke, obviously, because I couldn't be up. Basically, all I was doing was taking care of the dogs, and then I had a sick dog, so I was just taking care, also trying to manage the shop as much as I could remotely. While still sort of practicing my tattoos and but if I took enough pain meds, I could get out and go and work for a little bit, stuff like that. Right. But it's like, I guess on the pain level, I was like at a 6-7, which means you can sort of keep functioning and get through your day, but the pain is always there. So all that pain management, I'm starting physical therapy. I got a therapist, all that shit. And it's really important for people when you go through shit, because it's not just the impact and the fact that I didn't break any bones. There's a lot of physical and mental damage that happens with that,
Yeah.
So, anyway, I wanted to share that video with you guys because, like I said, there's an alternate reality where Louis didn't make it, and Sophia's doing like a telethon right now. All right,
I would be a mess. I would not be able to come on live.
You guys would be having to figure out who takes my dogs, because I don't want them to go to a shelter.
Yeah, I wouldn't take Milo.
Yeah, he can take Milo. No.
Well,
Milo needs to go to a.
We'll shelter him. It's okay. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, fine. That was too far.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing I don't want.
Well, then don't die. Okay.
All right. I'm trying. I'm working on it.
You're doing great so far.
Yeah. I'm in the correct timeline. I'm not in the Guillermo del Toro timeline, obviously, but I'm in the one where I survived the fall and I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal is to be around anyway.
Oh yeah, you're doing great so far, and I appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah. So
I renamed the title on the YouTube when it says La Caída de Lu.
La Caída de Lu. The fall of Lu. Like I got canceled.
Do you remember La Caída de Edgar?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not Mexican. It's a video. Dude, I'll send it to you. La Caída de Edgar was like this huge meme phenomenon. So now La Caída de Lu. So good. So good.
All right, I get it. Like, did Lu get canceled for misogyny? Maybe.
Not that one. Not that kind of caída. Oh man. Well, you're still alive. You're still kicking, and I'm very thankful for that.
Also still alive.
We can laugh about it and grow old now.
So yeah, hopefully down the line, there's compensation or something for all the shit that I'm going through and all the fucking stress that they put on me.
I hope so, man.
But I also have to you have to keep moving, you have to keep going because that's gonna happen on its own pace. So still working, still tattooing or trying to, piercing. So all that good shit is still happening for me. Yeah. So that was personal news.
Yeah, I mean that was literally the news, though.
Yeah.
After the hiatus, I mean, you needed to catch us up. That was a lot you just went through. And it was also like in real time, back to back to back. The hits just kept coming with freaking Oso, like the manhole. Because it wasn't just that. It was like also, remember that when you wanted to get them neutered and you showed up a day early?
Yeah, I showed up a day early.
It was boom, boom, boom every day.
I showed up a day early. I had all the other shit. It was... Yeah, it was a whole thing happening. It's just, but fuck, like you got to keep going. You can't catch a break. You just got to keep going. That's happened. Just keep swimming. What did I put in my blog? I said, as the great poet Dory once said,
yeah,
just got to keep swimming.
Greatest poet of our time.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. Oh man. Well, welcome back.
Yeah.
How you feeling now? How's it been, man?
Good. I got some shots today, so
ooh, you're spry.
So I feel a little tiny bit better. It's still there, but I feel a little bit better. And they changed some of the meds. I got physical therapy that I'm going to start soon, so hopefully that all helps me out.
Good.
I'm on it, but still. Excuse me. All right. Anyway. Thank you guys for indulging me in my stories.
Thank you. No, thank you for sharing and thank you for getting it all on camera.
Right? I mean, that was good of me.
That was great. That was good.
All right. So tonight's going to be I just wanted to do that play-by-play for you guys. We'll jump into a couple of topics. It's
going to be a short one tonight. Yeah.
Be a short one. We'll get into some stuff because a lot of shit.
We're warming up.
Stuff did happen in the world.
Yeah, actually today, did you hear Liam Payne passed away?
Yeah, and TMZ showed a picture of him.
Did they?
Yeah, they had
the body?
Like dead on the sidewalk picture.
Oh my god, TMZ is relentless. Dude, oh TMZ. No.
Anyway, let's do it. All right.
Hellscape.
So let's talk about what's happening in the world for a few minutes. Listen, it wasn't all bad this week, right?
Was it not?
Listen. Yeah, sometimes you get a feel-good story.
Oh, I'm scared.
Sometimes you get a feel-good story.
I'm scared.
Like, for example, this past week, a top German neo-Nazi plummeted 200 feet to his death while hiking on Hitler's favorite mountain.
What? Okay, first of all, before you go on, what is the mountain? I want to know this.
So, a top
It was
German
in Austria,
neo-Nazi
I'm
plummeted
sure.
200 feet to his death while hiking on what is to be Adolf Hitler's favorite mountain. He was a member of the Bavaria faction neo-Nazi group, the Third Way, was climbing Untersberg, a mountain on a 30-person tour when he tripped and exposed wet route and fell 196 feet down rocky terrain to his death. So basically, the Eagle's Nest, the mountain that's on view from the Eagle's Nest.
Oh, that's in Salzburg.
Yes. So, you know, not all bad, I guess is the point of that story.
Well, fuck that guy. But also, I have an Austrian friend, so I'm gonna be very careful with the words I say right now.
Okay.
Because she was also hiking a mountain in Austria. That's why I asked the name and the mountain, and now I'm looking at her messages. Because she was also hiking not too long ago.
Oh, not too long ago.
They hike a lot over there. There's a lot of mountains.
Yeah.
And she was in the Salzburg area, so let me see what she knows about this.
Yes. Oh, it's like, oh, that's my hiking buddy.
Yeah, I imagine. I'm like, hey, Laurita, what's up?
Hey.
So,
let's see what else we have.
she was in Schorberstein. So let's see where that's at. Schorberstein.
All right, we're still here. Let's see what else do we have.
Okay, so they were similar, but not. It's close to Salzburg, but it's not it. Okay, they're not friends, guys. We're good.
They're not friends. Okay, good. Good.
We're good.
All right. Let's see what else happened today. In other heartwarming news, because this is what you do when you have boatloads of money. I don't know. A man smashed the guitar belonging to Taylor Swift after he paid $4,000 for it.
What? $4,000?
$4,000 to smash Taylor Swift's guitar.
I hope that feels good.
Travis Kelce gets to do it for free every night.
Hey. Hit it at least against the floor. I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
He's too old.
I mean, he could have like sold it and sent the money to the neo-Nazis that are.
Oh yeah, that could have helped. That could have maybe saved the guy on the mountain.
Could have helped out the family of the Nazi.
Yeah, like it's just so dumb. Like, think about your cause, man. You could have contributed to something. MAGA, I don't know. Trump is running. You could have done something useful.
Yeah, you could have donated to the campaign. You know,
yeah,
something.
But maybe it felt that good. $4,000 worth good hitting that guitar.
I had to, right?
Yeah. I hope
right.
so.
Let's see what else we have here. There was another one from your girl that we talked about.
Who? Which one?
I think
Jenna
it was.
Ortega? Ah.
No. I'm trying to see where I saved it. Sorry, I'm still a little bit out of it, guys.
No worries. No worries.
I'm still a little bit slow motion.
It's also the fall. I'm coming down with stuff, you know.
Yeah, there's all that all kinds of stuff. Yeah, we'll blame it on that. It's the weather.
Yeah, it's the weather. Everyone's
the change of weather.
Yeah.
The Mets got smashed today by the fucking Dodgers.
Oh, I have not been keeping up with that. I'm so sorry. I tapped out after San Diego.
Yeah,
lost.
Yeah, I know. That's what.
Is that game? Was that game 2 or 3? Where are they?
They split in LA, and today was game 3 in New York, and they got smashed.
Lost. So they're going back and forth. Okay.
Yeah, so they're 2-1 right now.
2-1. Okay, they can still do it.
Yeah. I mean,
go Mets!
Let's go fucking Mets. Beat LA, as one says.
LA.
I think I retweeted it or I liked it at least. All right, I'll find it right now.
So who? Who are we talking
about? JD Vance tried to fix his Facebook Live by turning his camera upside down.
Okay.
This guy might be like one breath away from the presidency in a month.
Vance tried to fix his flipped Facebook live video by turning his camera upside down.
Give him a second. His brain's working.
Oh no. Oh sweetie, no. You just have to mirror it. No. What are you doing? Okay, that made it a little better. Oh my god. This hurts.
Yeah, no, you
Oh,
just
that's
realized that flipping the
painful.
camera over was not gonna.
Listen, in his defense, he should have like a Gen Z, Gen Alpha person working for him at this point to help him with technologies.
Yes, that's probably a good idea.
He's a government official. I mean, you know, like don't let him do the technology work. Come on.
In movie news, Terrifier 3 is the number one movie in the country. Did you go see it?
No. I haven't had time.
Did you watch 1 and 2 or no?
I did. I watched 1, 2, and 0 because there's a
0?
Yeah, it's called Hallows Eve, and that's where that's where Art the Clown got started.
Oh,
and
that was before what?
Yeah, it was before the Terrifier franchise. So that's 0, and that was good. 1 was good. 2 was fucking amazing. I love 2. So I know I'm gonna love 3. I'm excited. Yeah.
You love 2?
I love 2.
You become are you a terror? Listen.
You didn't love 2? There were things that I didn't like about it. We could discuss it, but you didn't like overall love it?
No, so I love many things about Terrifier. That it's an indie movie, that it's makes a lot of money, that you know what I mean, like that there's a lot of people that try to make new horror movies happen that fucking fail miserably. And we've talked to people about, and I always ask them how they feel about Terrifier when they say they're horror fans, because it's usually breaks down into 2 camps. Usually the people that really like the gory, like torture porns type stuff, like really like it. But there was a point there's just some of the bits get a little old for me.
Of course. Yeah.
Like where he's like literally pouring salt on somebody's wound after he's like chopping them up alive and they're still alive.
Listen, I'm not saying that I didn't maybe occasionally close my eyes and fast forward a bit.
Don't get me wrong. Like the scene where he's like giving the kids candy out of like a human head.
Oh, that's so good.
That's funny.
So
that's
good.
hilarious.
So
that's
good.
awesome. But when he's like, spoiler alert, he kills people. He kills this one chick, and then the chick's mom walks in, and he's just like,
"Oh no, I hated that. No, I couldn't watch it." Okay, so here's
like,
my thing is I can't.
I'm such a stinker. Like that part to me was just like, ugh.
I can't. No, yeah. My thing is a lot of stuff that I find like too unsettling and/or cringe. I have to like fast forward a little bit. So
yeah.
Close my eyes. I don't know.
So
you know
that part of it is. So I
filter these things out.
The whole like I really liked 1. Like I really liked 1.
Do you know how long in 1 there were moments like that as well though? Like, do you know how long it took me to realize that spoilers that he skinned the girl? Like it took me so long to realize that because I was not watching and I didn't understand what was in front of my eyes. It was just so gory and so graphic and terrifying. But that's what you're in for. It's a Terrifier.
Yeah. No,
I would say that's equally cringe. I was like, oh, it's too much when he's like too sassy, like you said. Like, I don't like that. I don't like
so.
But he did that. He did that in 1 too, you know, and it's meant to like make you hate him,
Terrifying.
but then you love him, and then yeah, like it's disgusting and vile and horrifying. So yeah, so I think it gets the job done. I'm not saying I'm like a fan, like I love gore and torture porn, because that has never, out of the horror films, like I'm more of a campy person. I love campy thrillers, like stuff like that. So Scream is where I live. Scream is like, that's where I live. That's my niche. But I can do gore, you know? It's just not my thing, but I can what is that called? Como cuando, you know, I can admire it, or I could, you know, whatever. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I can appreciate it. And the Terrifier, we needed a villain, man. This generation, we needed a horrifying, disturbing villain, and we got it with Art the Clown. And I love the Terrifier. Do you want to go watch it? Let's go watch it.
Let's go watch it. I'm good.
Okay. But also, I heard it's Christmas themed, and because of that, it made me almost want to wait until December.
Really?
I feel like it's a little sacrilegious to watch Christmassy things during Halloween. Like in Halloween, I crave just Halloween content. Like I only want to watch like Beetlejuice. That was perfect. You know, like I need Halloween things. I need spooky things. So seeing some of the clips and knowing that it's going to be very Christmas themed, I almost want to watch it in December. You know?
Right.
So, you know, I might. Right now, I'm just in a season of my life where I'm very busy. So I might not. I might be able to hold off till December. But if you want to watch it, let's watch it. I'll watch it. I'm down.
I mean, it's one of those things where you gotta like kind of like see what the whole hubbub is about, right?
True. I don't want any spoilers, but I mean, the guy kills people. You know, how much can you spoil?
Yeah, like he kills people.
He kills people. So
that's what he does.
Yeah, he's a terrifier. He's terrifying.
He terrifies people. That's kind of like,
what? What are we talking about?
Oh, for Nonamis. Should Dave's girl wife be upset he's a rock star? Does he expect he's married when they met? Oh, did Dave
Did
go?
he cheat?
Did Dave go cheat on his wife?
Bonzo, context. Did he cheat?
I remember
he was married when they met. He had an affair, a love child. Mm-hmm. I have this general consensus about anybody who is in the public eye, honestly, like sports. Dave got a new baby.
Baby, okay, that makes sense.
Whilst cheating,
well,
as a result of cheating.
I mean, I'm assuming that it was
as a result of cheating, right?
It had to be as a result of cheating, right?
Because if they broke up and now he has a new baby, then I don't see where with the side fees. There it is. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. That sucks. Oh, I feel bad. No, okay, wait. I should be a little more empathetic. That sucks for the wife.
So I remember an interview once where Howard Stern was interviewing the lead singer of The Who, mm-hmm. and he was asking him, he's like, "Hey, what happened? You know, you're a rock star. How did you you had sex with all these women. How did you make that okay with your wife?" He's like, "At some point, I sat down with my wife and I said, 'Listen, darling, I am the lead singer of The Who.'" And that was it. And she understood that, you know?
Yeah, the thing is, it gets into a slippery slope for me because it gets me to a dark, thinking about it like that, it gets me into a dark place where I end up believing that monogamy is just not even possible. Mm-hmm. Like, at the very least, for all celebrities, you know? Sports people, actors, rock stars, anybody. I think that really, like, the amount of options and the amount of people that you're exposed to.
Yeah, I mean, that's
the likelihood that you're gonna be with one person is just very unlikely. But then that leads me to the slippery slope of like generalizing it to the normal, you know, audience and society. And then I'm like, is monogamy even real? Can people even be? And then I get sad. So let's not go to the rabbit hole. How do you feel about monogamy?
Chris Rock had the bit, right, that said a man is only as loyal as his options, right?
That I think, yes. I think that also extends to women. And I think that also extends to just this generation. Don't date actors. Exactly. No, but then it extends to everybody. Like I work in the corporate world and like there's hot people everywhere and they're all, and then people get divorced and like what? And then you're like, huh? And then I just lose faith in humanity and whatever. I'm sad and jaded.
All right, let's say it wasn't like an actor. Let's say you're out at a hookah bar, right?
Okay.
And you meet
haven't been to one in a while. Yeah.
Let's say you meet like Fernando Tatis of the San Diego Padres.
Oh wow.
He's got a $300 million contract. He's a
little young for
player.
me, but yeah, he's hot.
Little young for you, but hey, he's like, hey, Sophia, I listen to your podcast. I don't even know what he sounds like, but I'm guessing he's got like, oye, mami, something like that, right?
That's exactly,
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Actually,
and he's like, hey, I want you to be my number one ruca. But I don't think he would say ruca. Isn't he Dominican or something? I don't think he would say that.
I actually have no idea. I'm so sorry.
Puerto Rican.
He's good looking.
He's a good looking guy.
That's
but he's like, listen, when I'm on the road, I'm on the road. I got, what level of like superstardom or money would they need to have for you to be okay with that arrangement?
It's good. Okay, you're talking to the wrong girl here, because I am the type of person who, if there's loyalty and trust, I'm open to open relationships. That's just who I am. Okay. But I understand, as most of my friends, I understand that that I'm in the minority in society, and most people are not open to open relationships. So for me, it would be, yeah, totally. That's totally fine. However, we would have to establish some sort of trust. So I don't care how famous or rich you are. If there's no trust and we're not going to do things ethically, then there's no point in having an open relationship if it's going to be unethical. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Because I've seen it done right and I've seen it done wrong. And I would never want to do it the wrong way, because that's sad. It's the same as cheating. I mean, having an open relationship is the same as cheating. You put rules, and then you could still cheat those rules, So basically, me and Tatis would have to have an agreement.
That you also
not worth it. They should be single. Haha, good for them, I guess. See, Karina's in the majority. She's fully monogamous, 100%. Sophia, would you be with a man who would share you with another man? We're getting too personal here, guys. We're getting too personal. I don't know that I would want to.
Is it 2 for Thursday already? What's going on?
And also, in what aspect? Like dating? Like a threesome? Like in what aspect? Like a cuckold situation? Like what do we get? What are you getting into? There's a lot of things, you guys. This world is vast, and a lot. You'd be surprised what your parents have done. You'd be surprised what everybody has gotten up to. Okay.
People do crazy shit.
Some people get bored in their 60s and then they're swingers, and like life is abundant. So yeah, I don't knock open relationships, but I know that I would have to be very strict within it.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends, right? Is the juice worth the squeeze? That whole thing.
Yeah. What about you? A celebrity, a Salma Hayek is like, hey, I want to date you, pero I also.
Our time together is that time.
I got a roster here. Yeah.
Jay-Z said.
Are you gonna tell me that you would say no?
Listen, I don't often quote Jay-Z, but he said once in a song that said, our time together is our time together, and our time apart is our time apart. So love Jay with your head, but not with your heart. So I 25, 27-year-old Lou, probably not okay with that sort of thing. But 40-year-old Lou is like, whatever floats your boat, man. Like,
right?
Life's too short to get all tied up on.
You almost died in a manhole, man. Life's too short.
Life's too short, Like I said, like I'm not really like. We'll figure it out. Like, hey, it's either working or it's not. It's not a big deal, I don't think.
Yeah.
Do what do what you like.
Okay. So you wouldn't even be that strict. You'd just be like, yeah, sure, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I think people cheat anyway, so it's It's
That's the jaded. That is the jaded point that I hate getting to because I know that's a fact of life. I know it, and it's sad, and I don't like getting to that point. Okay,
I've always, I mean,
but all
had the
roads lead to that jaded perspective, guys.
no, I mean, but I've had that. I've had that conversation with people in the past. Was like, listen, I'm not perfect. We're in an exclusive relationship, but that doesn't mean either one of us is perfect. Something happens, like I don't know. I think the best that you can hope for is that the person who cheats on you is using protection.
That's so fucked up.
Isn't that like a sad thing? Like
that's so sad.
that's so sad, right? Like, listen,
Yeah.
let's just be exclusively raw dogging each other. If you're gonna fuck somebody else, use a condom or some sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of like, unfortunately, like almost the best case scenario for relationships with a lot of people. I know that there's people out there that are like committed to monogamous relationships, and in a perfect world and in a perfect situation, I would like to be with somebody where I don't feel the need to be with anybody else.
Sounds like a dream. I would love
Sounds
that.
like but honestly, just the cold hard fucking the cold
Truth.
The cold cock of life smacks you across the face sometimes, and
Yeah.
you know.
I agree because what you don't want is Dave Grohl, and you also don't want what's Khloe Kardashian's husband like literally having a love child as they're having a second child, and I'm like, oh, that stings. That would suck. Like you could cheat, but why are you having a baby?
Right?
Idiot?
Like don't bring no diseases home. It's like honestly the best you can hope for.
You could cheat, but don't give me herpes. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm quoting a lot of rappers here, but you know,
you really are. Maybe they're
talking about Kanye and like
you
know, what does he say? Something like the only rule is no lying, so don't fuck nobody without telling me. You know, something like that. But essentially, yeah, it's
Shakespeare.
Don't bring no shit. Don't bring no nasty ass diseases home. You know. Anyway, Jenna Ortega news.
Ooh, that's my girl. What'd she do?
Jenna Ortega warns fans about mistreating Wednesday dolls and new TikTok trend. So apparently, there's a trend where people go.
Oh, that is so fucking funny. Make her bald.
They make her bald.
Yeah.
And
why couldn't they just sew the front part?
I don't know. Maybe
do not flip Wednesday.
She says, "Please don't."
I didn't. I swear. You made Mama mad. Oh my god.
So yeah, that happened.
Dude, I can't believe she chimed in. That's great.
I guess the biggest story that we didn't cover or that dropped right after our hiatus was Diddy.
Oh, I was thinking Maggie Smith. Right. Yeah. Diddy. Sorry. What happened with Diddy?
What happened with Maggie Smith?
She passed away. And I had a meltdown and I called my friend at like 3 a.m.
Maggie
and I
Smith
was crying. No, Maggie Smith, the Harry Potter. Yeah, Minerva McGonagall. She was the last good one, man. Come on. You know, I was crying over this old white lady's passing.
Dame Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie Smith, yes. And she was very old, dear. Very old.
89.
89, darling. That's all right.
That shocked you?
It was shocking. I did not expect it.
Listen, the young healthy Nazi didn't shock you, but the 89-year-old.
Yeah, like we're not talking about Liam Payne.
Was she hiking?
We're talking about Maggie.
Was she hiking in the eagle's nest?
She was hiking to heaven, dear.
She was hiking in the eagle's nest.
But yeah, and here I am at like 3 a.m. sobbing over this English white lady passing because she was McGonagall, man, at 89 or something. Anyway, so Diddy, yeah.
Yeah. So right after we finished, there's and the latest update on Sean Diddy Combs is phasing. Listen, when the feds when the feds get you, they get you because they build a case. They let you make money. They let you keep doing your thing. Once they know you're doing something illegal, they'll continue to let you. They'll let you do it for years, just so they have concrete, hard evidence. There's a reason federal conviction rates are like 97%, because once you get tried for federal crimes, it's almost a lock that they got you. That's why their plea bargains are so fucking bullshit, because they're like, yeah, you're going to jail anyway. You can take this plea and just get a few less years, or you can just go to trial and get the whole fucking rod in your ass. But he's in the same jail they have Epstein in. And every day new accusers come forward. There's a girl that came forward a few days ago that said the story that I heard was that a guy that knew Diddy put her on FaceTime, and she was not impressed with it. He was like, oh, look, I know Diddy, and had him on FaceTime. And she's like, oh, who cares? He killed Tupac anyway. And then he lured her to a house, and they gang raped her and fucking, like, for revenge. And he's been accused of sexual assault starting from 1995 to 2021. Rape, sexual assault. Underage people, like 16, 17 years old, 19-year-olds.
Surprising, yeah.
People that he would fly across state lines to have sex with. And most of the time, he wasn't the one having sex with them. He was just watching and sticking things inside of them. So, yeah, what were your thoughts on the whole Diddy situation? Have we been being warned about it this whole time? Or
I think... so I'm not like super into it that I know like all of the details. I think once I saw the Cassie video, I kind of tapped out a bit. But that's more than enough. Like, this man is unhinged. So the people that are defending him in the sense that like are like, oh, they're just trying to bring a successful man down or whatever. It's hard to get behind that when it's gonna be a life sentence no matter what. Yeah, I agree. He did it. Let's be honest. He did it. I don't know how many of them he did, but he's grimy and crazy. And I am more interested to see what other names get brought up in the midst of all this.
Yeah, the other thing that I heard was that there were a lot of people that are getting paid off right now because lawyers for celebrities are like trying to find victims as they come forward.
Yeah.
So that they don't say their clients' names. And people are getting paid off. People are making some money right now.
And that's what I want to know. Because I'm like, in my head, all right, Puffy is cooked. Like, that's fine. Let's move on. But
and I haven't even talked about my thing that happened with Puffy.
Puffy must die.
And another celebrity. So get at me. So I don't tell my story. Me and Sophia were at a white party. Puffy showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe you have a whole ass movie about the name Puffy Must Die.
So
like, I feel like everyone knew to a certain extent for a while.
So, like, also, I have a movie that I wrote in like 1990 something called Puffy Must Die. That was supposed to be my thesis film, and we got to make a little 8-minute version of it. But really, like, I could write that movie today with a new ending, and it's timely. It turned out that the guy was right all along, and that Puffy was evil, and it wasn't because the movie premise was it's 1990. This guy's dating Jennifer Lopez. He works as a guy in a chicken suit for a chicken restaurant. He gets hit in the head, goes into a coma for like 8 years, comes out of the coma. His girlfriend, J-Lo, who was not a superstar at the time, is now dating Puff Daddy or married to Puff Daddy. And he becomes obsessed with Puff Daddy being the one who stole his girlfriend. Puff Daddy was the one, and I guess it was a limo that drove by that made him fall, and it was Puff Daddy's limo or something or whatever. I think that was the thing.
Yeah, it was something
so he becomes obsessed with Puff Daddy, and the whole rest of the movie is him plotting and eventually shooting Puff Daddy. But now the whole ending could be once he becomes obsessed, it turns out that Puff Daddy was really an evil motherfucker, and he's like becomes like a anti-hero.
Yeah, there has to be like some sort of alluding to a white party at some point in that movie. But I rewrite the script. It's good, man. The title, You Own the Rights, Puffy Must Die. It's great. It's
Yeah,
great.
I already made the movie. It's gonna remake it. No, honestly, like that's hilarious.
You gotta rewrite some stuff.
I sent Tiggs a text. I was like, I guess I gotta rewrite the ending of Puffy Must Die.
Yeah.
But I guess my thoughts on it are just that Cat Williams made the joke, Puff Daddy.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Bonzo's comment. That's really cute.
Oh, Ninja Turtle because they live in the sewer. That took me.
It took me a minute.
Trust me.
Yeah.
There was no pizza down there. Bonzo, no pizza. Yeah, Cat Williams says, P. Diddy, got to keep that virgin butthole from P. Diddy because he'd be wanting to party. There's all these rappers that have these songs and stuff, and it's sort of like, it feels kind of like the Louis C.K. where all the comedians knew that he was doing weird stuff. Bill Cosby, they used to call him Pill Cosby. It feels like a lot of celebrities that went to these white parties probably saw a lot of weird shit happening. Like, look at the white party that we went to. And
oh my God, we did go to a white party.
Yeah,
yeah,
and it was
wild.
And it was tame. Imagine when it's like, imagine those were like La Jolla millionaires. Imagine when it's billionaires.
No, and then also imagine if, because my thing is like, now I'm of the age and like the way where I'm at in life right now, we made those choices and we left. Like it's not it's not something that like I felt pressure or I felt like staying, like whatever, right? But yeah, an impressionable like younger person in LA, like, dude, that's scary.
Yeah.
That's so scary. I do think about what my life could have been like if like in my early 20s I would have moved to LA. And that's scary.
Imagine people 10 times as rich and all the crazy shit that's going on and what they feel they can get away with. And all the people that knew about it. So I feel it was like a known secret, just like Harvey Weinstein, just like Bill Cosby, just like Louis C.K., all that shit. And I feel that I feel like the people that they'll do a good enough job to cover up most of the other people and celebrities that were involved, and he'll take the hit. Because if he starts to threaten to drop names, then I think P. Diddy didn't kill himself. Gonna be the new meme.
He's gonna if he threatens to say names, he's gonna be
Epstein
suicidal in the jail. Yeah, like
maybe, who knows? It might be strange.
I don't think Epstein hung himself.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, that is the hill I'll die on.
Hey, it's a slippery topic, and not just because of the baby oil.
I hate you.
Listen, I might be sore from my tailbone to my crack to my.
But you still got it.
But I still got it up here, baby. Even though I got nightmares and panic attacks, I still got it up here.
You're doing great. You're doing great, sweetie.
Doing great. All right, we're almost done here. We got so we talked about it at the beginning of the show. One Direction star, dead at 31, fell from a balcony in Buenos Aires.
Fell. So right now,
I thought as soon as I heard fell from a balcony, I was like, "What the hell was he doing in Russia?"
Right?
That's the number one place where people fall from balconies or high places.
Is that you?
But,
no, I was actually watching because here's the thing. One of the podcasts that I listened to, they were doing this like. I guess he had been in hot water recently. So there was just like a video that literally was released two days ago. I guess his ex had been like really like throwing him under the bus and a lot of stuff and like shouting him out on his abuse. So things were happening. And he already seemed from previous videos to have sort of like an ego and a temper, and then he has an issue with alcohol. So he has quite a bit of a history. I don't know all the details, but in my head, when I hear of all of these things together, it doesn't sound like he fell, because there were also reports of like at the hotel that he was staying at in Argentina of a drunk man who was like causing a scene, which was him. So.
Yeah, and she had left Argentina on the 4th and they stayed behind.
Yeah, and there's a Snapchat of the day before of him being quite rude to his girlfriend. So it was like, I don't know what went on behind the scenes. I don't know if they fought. I don't know if the ex coming out or I don't know. His life just seems sad. I mean, his baby mama like hates him, and I don't know. He's an absent father, so I don't know. You
Third
know,
floor.
I'm just saying that's sad. And he's 31, dude. That's like he's so young. That's the shocking part to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, TMZ got into a little bit of trouble because they posted a picture where it showed like his abdomen, his arm. Hey, Bonzo, thanks for stopping by, brother. Have a good
He
rest
said
of
mi
your day.
amor to you, Lou. Hasta luego, Bonzo.
You saw that I'm into manholes.
Exactly. He was like,
I
ooh.
be getting deep into manholes these days.
I've been paying
you know what I
attention to
mean?
the wrong host here.
Yeah, I go feet first in them manholes.
I can't.
Something rare for. I'm
This
sorry.
episode is gonna get me fired, truly.
Sorry. Feet first in them manholes. No, I do
Corporate America, please still love me.
Corporate America. And then let me see what else we have here. So Sean Diddy, the New Direction guy.
Mhm. The new
Hello?
direction.
New Direction. Jessica Alba
Yeah.
got bashed for doing a creepy business video with Kamala Harris.
Oh, yeah, that sounds cringe.
But
They're just
included in that is that, first of all, Latina small businesses are the fastest growing in the country.
Yes, they are.
Right?
Yes, they
oh
are.
But
no.
included in that is that we don't lack for people who have ambition and have
No, Jessica's still holding it together.
Yeah, I was like, first of all, looking great, looks amazing.
She's getting in 40s.
aspirations and dreams and an idea that is a great idea.
Listen,
and
for
work
Jessica Alba, I
ethic.
might have to.
Not
cut it up.
everybody has access to.
How old is she now?
And I believe strongly that our
She's in her 40s, I believe.
No way.
Yeah,
No
Idle
way.
Hands-
She's
Idle
got
Hands
to
was a
be in her
long time ago.
50s.
Huh?
No, she's got to be in her early 50s now or late 40s.
I think probably 40s.
48. My guess is 48.
I'm gonna say 43.
Okay. 43. I say 48. How old is Jessica Alba? Oh, 43. Bro, you're right. Damn. Okay.
I'm with it.
Sorry.
I'm with
It might be because I'm currently crushing on a 40-year-old that I'm like,
Okay.
whatever. She just looks so good for 40. I mean, whatever. Anyway, we won't talk about
All
that.
right. All right. So the last couple of things that I have here, and we got a couple of Nonama's way, and then we'll get out of your way.
Mhm. What's
Hey,
up?
but I will remind you guys, if you guys want to follow us, make sure you follow Mi Gente Show on Apple Podcasts, Mi Gente Show on Spotify, where you can see all our episodes.
That's where I listen.
That's where we are. That's how you do it. Mi Gente Show all over the place.
Also, YouTube and Twitch and Facebook.
All over the place.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh, and
So, Chapel Roan.
you said it correctly. Wow.
And listen, I had Pink Pony Club in my mind for like 2 weeks.
Which one?
Because it's becoming the new karaoke meta. Every week some Gen A, Z, hybrid,
ABC.
usually a gay will sing the song at different places.
Hot to go? Is it hot to go? It has to be hot to go, right?
No, it's Pink Pony Club.
Oh, Pink Pony Club. Oh, okay, good.
Pink
I
Pony
love
Club.
that one.
Yeah, that's the only Chapel Roan song.
Pony Club.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Fucking stop. I don't want it in my head again.
And now you know it.
But I got so tired of hearing bad singers sing it that I had to like put it on one day to hear like her sing it, you know.
Mhm.
She's pretty good.
She's good, right?
Pretty
Listen to Good Luck, Babe. That one's really good.
Yeah.
And she reminds me so much of Caroline Kingsbury. Like I even got into her shit because I needed more Chapel Roan, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to the 80s and see who sounds like her. And I found someone that sounds exactly like her. Caroline Kingsbury.
So a few things from her. One of them was Bill Maher kind of called her out in his New Rules segment, which he stole. from Bill
No one
Hicks.
likes Bill Maher, please. I watched
Yeah,
that.
basically
Sorry.
just telling her that she couldn't be pro-Palestine because she didn't know the whole story of. And listen, can we just like? All right. Also scratch. Also, can you're scratching yourself during the show? Can we talked about this? Shake it off.
We talked about this.
Shake it.
Leave him alone. His
You know,
poor
there-
scrotum.
And obviously we could do a show every day about the genocide going on in Palestine and now Lebanon and the Middle East, and the fact that they're live streaming, they're burning people alive. You know, I think it's just something that it's just there's so much news and stuff and coverage about it that we don't really need to talk about it because there's people that are more learned than us that can sort of cover that. But just for the record, fuck all genocidal fucking Zionist pieces of shit. And the U.S. for being complicit in sending bombs to kill brown people because fuck off and die. And anybody who's denying it or saying that you know October 7th is a reason to fucking put out a line of fucking cell phones and pagers that explode on people, like how is that not fucking just terrorism? And how do we keep fucking funding? How do we still not have health
We're
care?
funding terrorists.
Money, but we don't have health care. But there's always enough money to go kill other brown people.
Mhm.
And to send money to Israel to just blatantly just kill people. They don't care about their hostages. They just want to annihilate and make a parking lot and get beachfront property out of this. So, I mean, just for the record, in case you guys thought we didn't think about this, it's just something that we can't cover because it just fucks up your day the more you think about people being burned alive on stream and TV and people not giving a fuck about it. So she took a stance. She said something about being pro-Palestine, and then Bill Maher, as an idiot, went on his show, and he's an old boomer who is the worst kind of boomers because they were woke boomers in the 90s who actually were sort of standing up to.
It's like the J.K. Rowlings, yeah.
They were at one point relevant and cool and counterculture. But they got stuck in feeling like they were the only ones that were cool and really knew what was happening. And you can't fight the youth, man. It just doesn't happen. Everybody becomes uncool and everybody's thoughts become uncool. You know, as much as I'm like, I was talking to some young gays the other day.
Oh, young gays.
Some young gays. And they were just asking me about New York and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, no, I grew up in the 90s. I think like my Gen X was one of the first where they were really openly accepting of like gay kids in school. I was, spent a lot of time at like gay clubs and events and it was fucking AIDS and it was like activism. It was like, I felt like I was a real ally during that time. And I try to be an ally now. But I also admit that at some point, there's still some thoughts that I have that are old. And I think that you have to be honest with yourself with how you think about that. So some of these people that get stuck in that thing where they never think that what they think is getting old are the worst kinds of people that used to be cool. You gotta evolve, man. You can't fight the youth.
Yeah, you just described Bill Maher so well. He's such a smug, like, boomer who just got stuck in being the cool guy. Yeah, that's absolutely him.
Anyway, and then SNL did a Boeing Yang sketch poking fun of her. Her whole thing that we talked about where she's like, you don't deserve my time and this and that. Then there was this thing, hey, should we expect better from those people whose career we finance? Where she had made a statement with have so many issues in the government both ways. I don't feel pressure to endorse someone. And then basically, people were saying, should we, as the gays, should we expect better from the people whose careers we finance?
Well, that's a dumb point in the sense that, like Kamala, for example, like government jobs, they're public servants. Like that's their job. So yeah, they're getting funded to do a job for the public. Celebrities are not. You can choose to fund them or not, but they're not. So like Kamala, even if you're not funding them, our tax dollars are funding her,
Right.
So regardless, yeah.
But should we expect an artist that makes their money off should we expect a Black or a Latino artist that you know, should we
Mhm.
expect Bad Bunny
Mhm.
to be anti-Trump? Should we expect black artists to be
No.
because they're being? Should we expect a gay artist to side with the side that's in theory more gay positive?
Listen, expectation is the thief of joy. So you can expect whatever you want from whomever you want for
Mhm.
whatever reason, money or not. You know, you can do whatever you want, but I just think to expect anything from anyone is dumb. It People are going to let you down if you keep expecting things. The reason why I'm saying it's different with a government job is because as a government official, you are getting paid by with tax dollars, with public funds, and so yeah, that is your job. You're a public servant. For everyone else, no. Just because you have a job and you like their music, no. If I'm paying Bad Bunny to go to Un Verano Sin Ti concert, I'm paying him for that concert. He gave me that service, and it's over. That's as far as it goes. I don't have to agree with him dating Kendall Jenner, and I can cancel him personally and not like him. But I shouldn't expect him to, you know, what A, B, and C, be pro Palestine or whatever. No, expectation's dumb. Don't expect things from people.
And I did Google it to make sure I had the right band, but to quote the great '90s band, the Gym Blossoms,
Uh-huh.
if you don't expect too much from me, then you might not be let down.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. I'm just saying, my life got happier when I stopped expecting things.
All right. And then this was a banger that she dropped today, which is Dear Los Angeles Indie Film Boys, do not pitch your short film to me. I literally do not give a shit about your art at all. I'm simply trying to buy my coffee. Bass Chapel.
I love her so much. Yes. I'm sorry, but again, speaking about why I didn't move to LA, just everybody be talking about their
Apparently she
shit.
might have posted this in 2021, but still, that's a banger tweet.
Yeah, that's evergreen. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Nah, she's fine. She's fine.
Yeah. Is she gay or what is she?
Yeah, she's a lesbian, I think.
Yeah.
I'm like 99% sure. Yeah. I don't know if that's what she identifies as, but she's queer. Yes. She likes women. She likes female. She likes the vagina. Yes.
Okay, good for her.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for us.
Palette cleanser. All right, let me see what else we got here, and then we'll get to No Nama's Way.
All right.
This one I saw the other day. I thought it would be interesting. Out of these four, who played the game the best?
Well, they all died.
They all
Sorry,
died.
spoilers. Do you know what? I think what's the guy with the no penis? I forgot. This has been a while.
The eunuch?
A eunuch. Yes. I think that he played the best. He played for the best reasons, and he outlasted pretty much everyone.
And then he fumbled it at the end, right?
He fumbled it at the end, but that was bad writing. But I do think that as a eunuch, he like, for example, everyone was playing either for their families, for honor. Littlefinger was playing for himself, for his growth and all of that. He was the only one that was doing it for the goodness of the realm. So he has no dick, guys.
I served the realm.
I served the realm, and he genuinely did. And so therefore, I'm going to give it to the eunuch. However, honorable mention for the Queen of Thorns, because she's just the best. Oh, she had the best ending. I love the Queen of Thorns. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, she had the best ending. She was the only one that, spoiler alerts, stabbed to death, shot on the toilet, engulfed in flames by dragon, or quietly slipping away from poison.
Yeah. She's so
at
good.
a ripe old age. At a ripe old age.
Yeah, she was so old, and she did so good for her house, and she's so cunning.
She had the best. She had the best line at the end, which is,
all the lines.
I want her to know it was me.
Yes, tell Cersei. I want her to know it was me. So good. Yeah, I love her. I love her. I think Tywin did really good for his house. I think he kept it together as best as possible, but
he did what he could.
Who do you give it to? Do you agree? Do you agree with my review?
I would go, just because he fumbled it, but that was bad writing. I would go with the Queen of Thorns because she killed one of the most annoying characters on the show.
She did.
She lived to a ripe old age, so she was doing something. She was using all her lady parts when she was younger.
Oof.
She played the game. You know, at the
She was a
end, yes.
good player. Oh, good.
At the end, her family did get engulfed in green flames,
Mm-hmm.
and she died. But hey, listen, they all it's you know,
I mean, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
She
we all can't all. Oh, yeah.
did good. I
Anyway,
agree.
all right, let's get out of here. Let's do these no names ways.
Now it's time for
No names way.
No names, way.
Way No Names.
All right.
Silence, just dead silence. No names.
This question comes to us from Moving On. They say,
Ooh.
I know this is an objective question, but I'm hoping somebody can give me a better idea about the psychology here. Okay.
Right.
Me and my girlfriend split up almost 2 months ago.
Sorry
My
to
dog was about 3 months old when she came into my life.
Mhm.
Now he's about 20 months.
Why?
He really loved her and vice versa. We all three spent a lot of time together in that year and a half. He was pretty mopey for about a week after going a couple of weeks without seeing her. Now it's been about a month and a half and he's back to himself. She has really been missing him and texted the other day asking if she could see him for a while.
They fucked.
The more I think about it, the more I think it might be best for him to just keep it a clean break, as I really don't see us getting back together. Does anyone have any advice? I just don't want this feeling to be hurt.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
The advice is don't do it. It's a dog. I'm sorry, but like they move on. They're very adaptable creatures. Yeah, don't be that lesbian. Just don't be that girl that's like, we share custody of my poodle. Like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Just don't do it.
You always assume they're lesbians.
Well, it said oh yeah. He's the girlfriend. My immediate thought was a girl. But
No,
also, is it a boy? I'm so sorry. Is it a boy?
It doesn't say. It says moving on is the
My
name.
assumption is everyone is gay or
Yeah,
bisexual. My assumption is everyone is bisexual
Everyone is.
or lesbian.
Everyone is
We
gay.
live in the L. In my brain, we're living in the L word.
Okay. All right.
Okay, fine. You don't want to be that. I guess here's the thing though: straight couples don't have that stereotype, so it's less funny. But still, you don't want to be a simp, bro. All right, you don't want to. First of all, it's an in for your ex to come back to you, because no matter how much they miss the dog, they're gonna see you.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't want to open that door.
Dogs remember by scent. The saint will fade. Wash all your clothes.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. It could be a back door. It could be. You could be exposing a back door.
Mm-hmm.
To back into your life.
Yeah, and honestly, that's like I know some people that would do that shit. Like just be like, I miss the dog so much. You know, the kind of people that leave their sweater in the car and then they're like, here, I need to see you. I need to get it. It's yeah, you know. So
I'm gonna bring him back. Can we get coffee real quick? No.
Yeah, it sounds like you already did the hardest part, which was go a month. The dog went a month or however long without the other person, and so now they're over them, and that's how dogs work. Them coming back is not gonna like help.
Dogs live in the moment, so even if he was sad a little bit because his routine was off, he's okay now.
Yeah, he's fine. And then also another thing is like if your partner ex does come back just to get a little time with the dog, that's just gonna continue. The expectation is gonna be there, and then you will be that insert gender person that it shares custody of a dog with their ex, and that person is undateable. Okay, it's pitiful. I'm sorry. Don't be that adult.
Right.
Yeah. Share custody with my ex. Oh my god, get out of here.
She nailed it. Listen.
Sorry.
All right, I got you.
Sorry, San Diego lesbians are very infuriating.
Right. And no, I don't want the dog. Thank you. Just in case you were gonna ask.
They probably were gonna ask, and you would want the dog. Let's be honest.
I don't. No, that's not right now. No, thank
you. You can get him to get the dog. He says no, but he will.
Where are my dogs?
Leave him at his doorstep.
One's right here. They're all right here. All right.
Dude, speaking of, can you hear my dog sobbing in the hallway?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
She wants to come in anyway.
All right. This next question comes up to us from Dating is Annoying. Dating is annoying, right? I need your take on this. Okay. I'm seeing a new guy, and we're about to go on our second date.
Okay.
He suggested we go to a bar near his place. Oh, sorry. I want to make sure that this was one from last week. I don't think we did this. It's been so long, though. Sorry.
Okay.
I need you to think on this. I've seen a new guy, and we're about to go on our second date. He suggested we could go to a bar near his place, but this is where I'm like annoyed. We live on opposite sides of our city, 20 or 30-minute drive apart. Parking in his area is a nightmare. And the first day we went somewhere near his place, the bar he just suggested for a second date is walking distance from his home, and he works from home.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He is not inconvenienced at all. Meanwhile, I seem to be the only one putting in physical effort of driving and parking to see him. I know it's probably harmless of him, and he's just not considering this factor. But it does feel bad that he is being so lazy and expecting me to go to him. Am I out of line finding this annoying? Should I just dump him? I don't know if you can dump him right away.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't know about dumping. It's a second date, but is that a big red flag? Yeah, huge, terrible.
Yeah, just
he
he's
works
showing
from home, and he chose a bar that's walking distance. Oh no, he owes you like the next 3 dates. You need to send him like 30 minutes out at least.
Yeah, no, it's a red flag. It's definitely a flag.
Also, if this is assuming this is a straight couple, that's the girls doing the driving, which like, not that it matters, but I know a lot of women that would not stoop so low as to do that at all.
It could be a gay couple.
Huh? I don't assume that from men. I'm sorry. It only works with lesbians.
It only works with lesbians.
No, yeah, it only works with lesbians. It's the L word in here, you know?
Listen, can you guys start telling us male, female relationships?
Yeah, because if not, like,
we cannot guess. Because Sophia assumes one thing and I assume another.
Okay.
And the advice is not international. It does make a difference.
If it's a gay boy, I'm just saying the second date would have been manhole related. Yeah. Date 0 would have been. Yeah. Sorry.
Listen, maybe it's easier. He wants an easier walk so you guys can go bang afterwards, right?
But again, what is she getting out of it? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
wieners.
I live in Chula, so I'm like, I got experience with that, and I wouldn't do that. Like, no. Anymore. It's gas. Like, think about the expense. So that's where the working from home and walking got to me. Because if he also like had a huge drive to work, a commute, and then commuted back home, and then it was walking distance, I could forgive it a little more. But you're telling me you're not commuting and you want to plan a date walking distance from your place? That's like a no-no.
How does she know exactly where he lives?
I don't know.
It's a little stalkerish though.
My assumption is he probably told her. I don't know.
Yeah.
How does anyone know where anyone lives? Usually someone tells, unless
she knows.
Unless she knows.
Exactly where. That's walking distance from his house. That's 1.3 miles from his house.
Been there. I don't know.
She followed him home. I don't know. Listen.
Nah, it sounds like they probably, I don't know.
Is it a little bit of her? Okay, here's the thing from his perspective, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe she's being like a little cold in the exchanges, or maybe she doesn't seem to be putting in a lot of effort, and he's putting it out there as, I do want to go on the second date, but I don't want to put in all the effort until I see her putting in more effort.
Oh,
so he's like, okay, I do want to go on the second date. Let's go somewhere close to me because I'm not feeling so sure that she's into me. So
that's good, but she said the first date was already close to his place.
Yeah.
And now the second date, so he doesn't get to choose that. It's usually, if it's 50-50, she already put in the effort the first time.
Got it.
So now,
okay.
So now it's a one-way street. Maybe. Yeah.
How much time has passed? What's the relationship?
I would say don't dump him, because it could be just he doesn't realize these things, right? Maybe it's totally like, whew. So what I would say though is the next 3 dates, plan them 20, make him do a 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
And if
go
he
on the
whines
date.
even slightly, then dump him.
Go on the date or say, hey, I'm Ubering. You're gonna have to drive me home.
Yeah, or pick me up. Like, I don't know, do something where you're testing him a little bit and see how he reacts. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, suggest the next date. Maybe go to this
Make
one
him
and
go
suggest
apple
the next
picking.
one.
Suggest the pumpkin patch. If he runs for the heels, he's a keeper.
Is that? I'm so sorry. That went over my head.
I don't know. Would you ever want to take a guy apple picking or to a pumpkin patch?
Yeah, of course. It's pumpkin patch season, baby. I've already gone. It's cute. What?
I don't know.
Was that a double entendre? I don't know. Did I not get it? Is it a generational thing? What's going on?
I don't know. I'm just saying it seems like lame.
Oh no, it's cute. First of all, they have bars there now.
Oh, really?
At pumpkin patches, yeah.
Oh, pumpkin patch is the place to be?
Yeah, it's lit. You just go, you know, grab a drink, you walk around, you pose, you
Look
pick
at
up
the pumpkins.
pumpkins. You look at the pumpkins. It's a nice view. You know, you're looking. It's like being in a flower orchard.
Okay. All right.
And then you do something else because you can't do it for very long.
Can't do it
And
for
also
long.
there's a lot of children, and you're kind of like, ugh.
Over it.
they're all- yeah.
Yeah. So my advice would be go on the date. If you like the guy, go on the date. And then the next 2 or 3, just say, hey, I want to do this, and then see where he stands.
Yeah, that was my advice. First of all, yeah, that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'll always throw
I
out
agree.
the devil's advocate as like, well, maybe.
That was good. That would have worked if this was like the first. If he would have done one effort.
True.
But right now,
All right.
it is
Anyway,
what it is.
that's
Test
advice.
him.
Oh, look at this. We're in each other.
I know we both stretched out. We're like, all right, well, that does it for us.
We're gonna do the mirror exercises like we're actors.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a delay. We do that when you have to go to acting classes.
Yeah,
mirror
into the mirror.
Right, you
Oh my
lead.
gosh,
Now
I miss
you lead.
acting class.
Now nobody leads.
The shit they make adult grown people do at acting class is so good.
Be a tree.
Be a
A
tree.
tree in the wind.
Repeat.
All right, guys. So again, thank you guys for watching, tuning in, hanging out today. Thank you for everybody that reached out to me. Big shout out to my little brother Johnny, whose birthday's today. He's turning.
Ooh, happy birthday. 40.
Yeah, my little brother's 40. Can you imagine that? Shit.
Oh my god, happy birthday.
And I'm still tattooing. I'm still alive. I'm still piercing. So for my San Diego peeps, if you want to come get some work, hit me up. Everybody else, we'll try to do a show either next week or the week after, depending on how we're feeling.
Yeah.
But Mi Gente show's still live, as I am. And hope everybody has a happy Halloween. If I don't see you guys in a week or 2.
Oh, we'll see each other. We'll see before
we'll see
Halloween for sure.
I mean, we're gonna see each other, but I'm gonna see you.
Oh yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you a lot.
Remember, world's a better place with you in it. So hang around. We love you. Don't take life too seriously. All that
Love
good
you
stuff.
guys. Hasta
Peace out.
luego.
Hasta luego.
Mwah.
Vamos, papá, hay que irnos. Me estoy aguantando desde que pusieron el domo.
Puedes esperar. Muchas personas trabajaron en esta película y solo quieren que te aprendas sus nombres de memoria.
Y yo quiero asegurarme de que ningún animal resultó lesionado durante la filmación de esta película. ¡Piu!
¡Listo! ¡Uy, palomitas en el suelo! Oh.
Espera, parece que Maggie tiene algo que decir. No, su primera palabra.